One badass little car.
When the Mini was not a success at the beginning, it was because it was quite weird.
They thought this thing was ridiculous. It was too small. How could I get my family in that? It was absurd. People just laughed. They just hee.
People were frightened to be in a Mini because of the sheer smallness of it on the road.
But something very strange happened. Something remarkable, really.
It was picked up by
urban trendies, if you like, what the Americans called early adopters, middle-class urban rationalist.
Royalty. Lord Snowdon, Princess Margaret had her own Mini.
a lot of the aristocratic dandies that were very popular at the time in London, you know.
It was across the establishment, really.
The Mini was a classless car. Everybody from the milkman to the Member of Parliament would drive a Mini.
They were outside restaurants, they were going to the theatre, they were driving and saying, look at me, look, aren't I smart?
But when the Mini Cooper came out, it added that extra cachet and pop stars liked it. Ringo Starr even came to see my father and asked if he could have a hatchback so he could put his drums in the back.
And then somehow it's had this link
Start your engine.
with being cool.
Figures like Paddy Hopkirk, who were national celebrities, they were pop stars of their period.
Yeah, but we were fully professional.
Bad for an old man. You know which pedal makes a car faster.
It was a great little car. It was fast, it was cool to drive.
This handling, this unique way to get round corners, front-wheel drive, wheel at each corner.
Also ich gebe mal Gas jetzt, ja?
Very grippy.
It was a fast Mini.
Herrlich.
It went like stick.
It was a complete shock to the world that the district nurse's car should beat the world of motor engineering.
And winning rally after rally after rally, giant killers. You could do things which no other car could do.
The thing I'm most pleased with is absolutely his continuity. It's just got this lovely stability about it.
Exactly. Like I say, this car brings you your lifestyle, brings your personality, it brings new friends for me.
The foundation of everydayness.
А старый Мини ты покупаешь историю, ты постоянно ее ремонтируешь, то есть ты постоянно как-то с ней связан.
It was Alex Isagonis's beautiful concept of simplicity.
It was bought by thinking people who saw it as a logical solution to the problem of transportation.
I think a lot of people are quite surprised that I drive a Mini. They think I'd have one of the big, powerful sports cars, but in fact, they completely uninterest me, because I just need to get from that place to that place in a way which is easy and where I can park in a car park which is about this big and I can just reverse in my Mini and just get in, and it's very cool. I love it.
Sometimes when I get bored and nothing much to do, I get the car out and drive on freeway. It's kind of a big release for me. No stress.
The idea it was yours. It wasn't your dad's car, or indeed your mum's car, which you borrowed on a Saturday night. It's actually your car, and you could just about keep going on the road and keep it going.
In your you don't have to prove a thing.
Our Mini's had a couple of memorable birthdays. One we recall was its 25th, when we met with a few neighbours in the driveway of our house here and poured some champagne into the radiator, as well as drinking some ourselves. That was a bit of fun, and the car certainly seemed to enjoy it.
Last thing you want is to be driving down the road and see the exact same car right next to you and one in front of you and one behind you.
I think whatever's important to you is what becomes iconic in your life.
Wir folgen keinen Trends. Wir machen unseren eigenen Trend.
Not everybody agrees with how you do your car, but that's who you are, and you know somebody else does theirs differently, and that's what's great about it.
It was an economical, handy, clever piece of engineering which fitted the aspirations of its time. And it worked in 1959, as it still works today, 50 years later.
The technology has changed out of all recognition. And the sophistication that you see has changed completely.
Sustainability has to be cool. It has to be sexy. It has to be defining progress. It's a step. So here's my look into the future. I think your house will be engineered to be like a tree. It'll make more power than it needs. We go back to community lifestyles. We go back to true sustainability, which we're going to be responsible for everything.
まあこの先もしミニを降りる時が来てもきっとずっと友達でいられるんじゃないかなと、そんな仲間ですね。
This year, our Mini will celebrate 45 years, and we'll probably have a small party for it. We'd like to wish the Mini fraternity happy 50 years later in the year.
Pretty amazing.
Herzlichen Glückwunsch, Mini. Alles Gute zum 50. Siehst gut aus.
С 50-летием Mini.
Well, my congratulations to Ali Gizagonis, who conceived and gave birth to the Mini, to the BMC team that I worked with that made it famous in rallying, and happy 50th Mini.
Sydämelliset onnittelut Minille 50-vuotispäivän kunniaksi.
Well, there we are, 50 years of Mini. It's been a fantastic journey.
And here's to the next 50 years.
Ja, Mini, gefeliciteerd met je 50ste verjaardag.
Happy birthday, Mini.
Mini 50年おめでとうございます。僕よりちょっと年上だけど、これからもずっと可愛いミニでいてください。
夢を与えてきたあなたですけれども、これからもずっと多くの人に夢を与え続けてください。私にもくださいね。
That's it. That was 5 words, huh? Wow, that worked out pretty. One badass little car. Perfect. All right.